Hey guys, Chad here from CNR Reviews. We got the Ruger LC9. We got the Kahr CM9, both with 7-round mags. And we're going to go and try to do an accuracy test. Just 3 rounds. This is with the factory sights on both. I haven't messed with the sights on either one. I believe the Kahr's is, you can drift that sight over, very similar to what a Glock is. And the LC9 is actually adjustable. But unfortunately, me being retarded, I forgot a Allen wrench to fit in there to actually adjust it. So we're just going to see how it shoots from the factory without adjusting it. I'm going to go ahead and try to set up the camera so you guys can see. Unfortunately, Ryan's not here today, so we'll just kind of try to get a general idea. And on the right is going to be the Kahr. I don't know if you guys can see it. CM9, 3 rounds. And let me look this guy up. Alright, so here comes the Kahr. Strike the third.
There you go, you're walking it down, go ahead.
And that's an okay pattern. It's about it's probably a 3-inch pattern. We'll actually look at it when I bring it in. On the left will be the Ruger. The Ruger is a hammer fired.
Do you know what I'm saying?
If you're okay.
And there you go, guys. That was the grouping with the Ruger.
So you have to adjust for the gun.
I was aiming above the orange with the Ruger. You can see it shooting super low and to the right. But the grouping is killer, actually. That's about a 1.5, maybe a 2-inch grouping. With the Kahr, I was aimed directly on it, and I don't know if maybe with the Kahr I wasn't holding it properly. Maybe letting the gun wiggle a little bit too much. We'll go ahead and put 3 more rounds down in the Kahr and see if I can do better than that. Guys up. Alright, so this is 3 more rounds for the Kahr CM9. Redemption. And there you go. I don't know if you guys can see, we're actually going to take a look real quick at the sights. I'm not quite used to the Kahr sights. We'll get an idea though on what they look like. And there you go, that's the combat sights on the Kahr. And there's the combat sights on the Ruger, and I'm more used to that 3-dot combat sight. This guy is going to take a little bit more to get used to. But we'll see. Those were the next 3. I punched one through another hole, and then we had one on the lower right. So still not too bad, guys, and those would definitely be headshots. That's 7 yards, 21 feet. So anyways, that's the real quick accuracy comparison from the Kahr CM9 and the Ruger LC9. So thanks for watching, guys. Alright guys, so I'm back from the range and I wanted to go over that real quick comparison. That one belongs to the Ruger and this guy belongs to the Kahr. And we only put 3 rounds down range with the Ruger. And as you guys can see, it did a really good grouping, but unfortunately out of the box the Ruger is not centered and accurate. I had to aim way up here to the right, or I'm sorry, to the left. Up here to the left to get the bullets to group like that. Now I was able to group, and I think part of that is because I'm more used to the combat sights, the 3-dot combat sights that the Ruger has, which is that. And the Kahr has this type of combat sight with just the line. And that's going to take some getting used to. Now the Kahr didn't do too bad, when you're talking about grouping, that's about a 3-inch grouping. This was the first grouping, is we did one here, and one there. The second time I shot, we did one here, and one there, and that is 2.5 to 3 inches. That is more than enough to get a headshot or lung shots or whatever you're shooting at within 7 yards. And I'd have to say that's not too bad when you're comparing that these are 3-inch barrels. With more practice, I think I could actually be straight out of the box more accurate, especially with this trigger on the Kahr. The Kahr trigger almost feels like a single action trigger. It's super smooth and it breaks so nice. I think it's superior to this trigger on the Ruger LC9. Both of these guns though can be super accurate, but I definitely think that the Kahr, unfortunately, I did not do it justice. So, other than that, guys, that's just a real quick after range comparison of these two. They're both great guns. Check them out. Kahr CM9, Ruger LC9. Alright guys, so now we're going to compare the size of these weapons. I went ahead and put the magazine with the finger extension in because I do have the finger extension on the Ruger. And we're going to just show you guys size-wise how these compare. Let's go ahead and compare them height-wise. They're pretty similar. The Ruger, I don't know if we line that up properly, the Ruger is just a tad taller when it comes to the handle, which is actually surprising because this extension is goofy on the Kahr. Width-wise, this is actually giving you a good idea on width too. For handle, they're extremely similar. I think actually the Ruger looks like it's a little bit tad thinner, but you have to remember you have that safety on the side, which is going to push it out. As far as lengthwise goes, we'll line up the barrels. See if we can get a good idea on length with the barrels lined up. But you guys can see that the Kahr is just a tad shorter. Not much, but it's enough. So what are you getting differences? You're getting a gun that's about an ounce and a half lighter. You're getting a gun that's just a tad smaller. As far as width goes, like I said, they're pretty similar, but when you include that safety, it's not much of a difference. You can both conceal these very easily, whether that be pocket conceal or throwing these in a holster on your hip. This is a crossbreed holster that this can go into. You can throw this easily on your hip and forget about it. These are both within that weight range that you could forget that you're carrying and go about your average day, daily, whatever, but still feel safe that you are carrying. It just is not going to hinder you whatsoever. So that is a real quick just size, feature comparison of the Ruger LC9, the Kahr CM9. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Ryan and I try to get back to any comments within the day. So thanks a lot for watching. This is Chad from CNR Reviews. Have a good day.